What's happening, everybody? That's Southern for everybody. Some folks down here just kind of slide it on in there like everybody. Got my coffee. I hope you guys do too, and ladies. Yep, I hope y'all got your coffee. Let's see if I can bring this up on the screen over here. There we go. Mute that. Still getting my setup done. I guess I should have had all this done before I got on here, huh? So what did everybody do today? We didn't do much. Somebody had a doctor's appointment this morning. We went to that. She'll be in here in a minute. Hey, Paul. Glad you're in here. Mr. Boss. So my wife will be in here in a minute. She's getting anxious about this cruise we're about to go on. She's packing and cleaning and running back and forth. And cooking. Boy, we just had some we had some good chicken. We'll take them wings and deep fry them and then put them in that sauce, kind of like they do at Buffalo Wild Wings. Man, I ate too many. I sure ate too many. Yeah, we're getting a few people. There she is. I said I was going to fix this.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. See, that's why I put a hat on.
Well, I've had my hair up, and I just took it down, so whatever.
I bet they don't mind.
And who is they?
Well, looks like we have 5 people already on YouTube.
I know, but they is always.
Oh, you're talking about referring to anytime someone says they, you ask who is they?
Yeah, they said.
And they really can't tell you.
They.
So, I guess all we did today outside the house is we went to your doctor's appointment. No, I take that back. Let me get that racket out of there. I went to a little neighborhood meeting. We do a neighborhood
That's not a meeting.
Well, sort of.
They might be.
There we go. So
it's actually a breakfast, is what it was.
A little breakfast.
And the men sit around and gossip. That's what they do.
We do.
They call it a meeting.
We do. I guess relatively small neighborhood. We probably have what?
Hey, Mr. Coop.
Maybe 30 homes in here. I don't know if it's that many.
It's probably that.
Maybe 30. But anyway, a little while back, maybe 6 months or a year ago, I really don't remember. A couple of us come up with the idea that we ought to have just a neighborhood men's breakfast at a local establishment. And we talked to a few of the other guys, and now we've got a hand, and we meet like the first Thursday of every month, 8 o'clock. We meet up there, have coffee, have breakfast, and talk about whatever.
I don't know what that means.
Who's what? Which part? That?
Yeah.
Link in Georgie's Discord. Okay, so he posted a link in Miss Georgie's Discord. Cool. I don't really fool with Discord. So we got 4 on YouTube and 3 on Rumble, and the 3 on Rumble might be some of the same 3 that's on, and that's fine. So I went to breakfast this morning with the fellas. Nothing new come out of that, I don't suppose.
You didn't bring any tea home, so
no, I didn't bring any tea home. Oh, Mr. Coop, what's shaking with you, brother? So after that, we went to your, it's just a routine doctor's appointment for all y'all starts. What's he going to the doctor for? It's just physical, So far as we know, we're both doing good. And then after that, we come here and tell them what you've been doing all day.
Trying to pack.
We're going for 5 days.
I can't.
I need 2 pair of underwear and a shirt.
I can't decide what I want to wear. And then I overpack. 5 days, I'll have 15 outfits.
Yeah.
And wear the same 2. Oh, no, I don't wear the same 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's nice for me to know that I got plenty of clothes when we go. And she won't let me pack because I'm military. I'll throw it in a bag, pillowcase, and say, let's go. Appreciate y'all helping me try to get this channel out there. We're slowly picking up subscribers, and the lives are really helping on watch time. Thanks to the crew. I know the whole crew's out there watching and helping and doing.
Yeah, we were playing that one this morning. Mr. Coop and
Yep.
Georgie and
Yep. We listened to a good bit of it.
I know, but I turned it on my phone and let it play.
Yeah, we do that a lot. Just try to help everybody out with the.
I was busy. I couldn't really listen, but I did have it playing.
So we got people coming tomorrow that's going to go with us on the cruise. So we'll be tied up. If we do it live tomorrow, it has to be early, probably before lunch. And you guys are doing y'all's thing, so we probably won't do it tomorrow. And then we'll get on the cruise ship the next day. So I say all that to say that it'll probably be a week, at least a week before we'll
be home on Thursday.
Manage to
Thursday morning
get back on here.
We'll be back here by 9.
Will we?
From New Orleans.
It's Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Well, that's pretty close to a week.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're not leaving until Saturday.
Yeah, I know. But your family's coming tomorrow. Anyway, it'll probably be about a week before we do another live. I know y'all gonna miss us, right? You don't even know us yet. Y'all don't even know us well enough to know that you're not gonna miss us. They might be shy. Who might be shy? Who's talking about? I don't know either. They. That's right. They might be shy. Sir, I heard of a fellow today that had a dog, and he named him Doug, but he said the U was silent. Yeah, he named him Doug, and then he said, well, but the U is silent. I talked to my friends, or our friends, that are doing they're doing the volunteer thing, the Y2K. I talked to them about maybe coming in and partnering up on the live with me so we could.
Now he signed us up for a job.
Yeah. And they got some things going on right now. Be a couple of weeks before they can be available to do anything like that. And they're going to think it over. They might. But they got some good stuff going on. They got a project coming up in about 3 weeks, isn't it? 3 weeks or a month. It's in Arkansas.
It's about 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's close enough we can get to. So we think we're going to hook up to the camper and head to Arkansas and help them with their project there. If y'all wasn't
telling you to subscribe over there,
if you wasn't on here yesterday, I kind of mentioned them. They retired. He's retired Navy, and they've decided to do volunteer work in every state. They called it a year to volunteer because they were going to do the volunteer work for a year, and then they decided to do every state, and it's turned into more. They're probably going into their 3rd year.
I think I don't know, but I think when they said in a year, they weren't looking, their mind, they wasn't really thinking some of these places they're staying 2 weeks. And then it's hard to get some places. Mississippi was the hard one for them.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up their page again. Y2V. Let's see if I can remember how to share all this stuff. Yeah, so this is their YouTube channel here, and they've got videos of all of the projects they've done. We were on one of the first ones. It wasn't the first one, but it was their second or third project when they first started. We met them up in Tennessee. I believe it was Tennessee. And did a lot of work at a state park there. And then we did it again, I don't know, Kentucky or somewhere. But anyway, if you go way back on their channel, watch some of those early videos, you might see me and Santi doing a little work. Rebuilding. It's been mostly state parks. They have done some other stuff, but mostly state parks that some of them had major damage from, weather phenomenon, whether it be hurricane or tornado or whatever. Some are just in disrepair because of budgets. They don't have the money, don't have the manpower. But anyhow, it's been fun doing it, and we have signed up to do another one with them in Arkansas next month. So if you get a chance, go look at A Year to Volunteer. You coming back in here?
Yep. I think I found my earring. I gotta find the other one. I was missing an earring.
It's got to be one particular earring of the thousands that you have.
Oh, there it is. Yep, I found it.
She found it.
I don't know why it was where it was at, but I found it.
I was talking a little bit about A Year to Volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
And we've decided to go ahead and do another project. So that'll be our third one we've helped on. Right? We've done two.
Joe Wheeler.
We did Joe Wheeler, David Crockett Birthplace. We helped them a little bit on the one they did here. Not much. We can't really count that.
Yeah, because I had a cruise.
Yeah. And then, so this will be our third. All right. Y'all got to talk to me now. Give me something to go on. What did y'all do today? Somebody.
Well, we know he talked on the computer
Some of you, we know what you did. You talked on the computer all day.
a long time.
All right, we're down to
back up.
5 on YouTube. And 5 on Rumble. It's a tie. Probably the same 5, but we appreciate that. Yep, we sure do. Did you? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw something out here. My wonderful bride decided a little while back that she was going to become a travel agent. Kind of. So you really did it just to get a little commission off of all of them. We book our own cruises now, and you get a little commission out of it. And then that turned into some families started coming around, and now we book cruises for family. And it's almost picking up some steam by accident. So, and she don't mind. We don't mind. So we throw that out there. If anybody wants to do a cruise, you can hook them up. The way that stuff works is you can call the cruise line and book it yourself, but that commission for an agent is already built in. Somebody's going to get it. So you call her and do it, and she gets it. If you call them and do it, one of their people gets it. But it's in there. It's the same price either way. And the benefit you get with this one is she's been on so many cruises, she knows how to pick the best rooms and make sure there's not a dance floor right above you or kitchen or the gym or You know,
Jim.
yeah. Put you in the area of the ship where it won't rock quite as bad. So, just throwing that out there. Have you seen anything like really good going on?
I hadn't really had time.
Oh.
I had to make time to go look for my sister, remember?
Yeah. I'm out of coffee already.
I'm gonna get you a big old cup.
I know I need a
big
big
old cup.
Don't get me a big cup.
I'm gonna fix them up.
Yeah, give me a big cup. I always do that. I get here, I'm sipping, and I look around. I'm out of coffee pretty quick. But yeah, she's pretty slick at doing that cruise stuff. She's gonna tear the house down. One of these days, the whole house gonna fall. I can say about cruising, even though it is a good value, the prices have been creeping up.
It's because people like you complained about the lower prices. And that's a cup. And we're getting that soon.
Yeah.
Too scared for a cruise. Why are you scared?
How many of y'all know what Buc-ee's is? I love Buc-ee's almost as much as I like Waffle House. So what would you...
Well, Paul says he's scared to cruise.
Scared.
I said, what was he scared for?
Some people might not want to be out in that water.
I know. I'm just asking a question.
Some people don't like being in the air.
I won't ask the question.
Some people don't like clowns. Hey, Magic Angel. So, if you were going to give advice on booking a cruise, is there a particular time of the year to cruise that's better than others?
Well, I do truck stops.
There you go.
If you book a cruise in the summer, when the kids are out of school, it's going to be a lot of kids.
Yeah. And we don't dislike kids. We're just telling you, in the summer, it's a lot
and the
of
prices
kids.
Are higher.
Prices
are higher in the summer, and anytime kids are out of school, their
prices. Is it an advantage to booking further out?
Yes.
So the closer you get to the cruise, the higher the cost.
The higher the cost, and the less rooms you get to choose from.
Hey, look.
Sometimes you have to, when you book last minute, you just get whatever they give you.
I'm gonna say it like, hey, Jack. These are not
the
set
party
up.
Just started.
These are not set up questions. I'm learning to answer it as you are, because she always books them and pays for them, and I don't even want to know. So the questions I'm asking, I'm legitimate in asking. I don't know the answer to.
He won't know the answer again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll forget by tomorrow. So somebody's out there that's never booked a cruise before, they want to go on a cruise. Cost-wise, trying to keep it, what are things that they could do to help keep the cost down? Book out as far out as you can.
Yeah.
You say the further out. To enjoy the experience, just know in the summertime, it's going to be a lot of kids on the ship.
Right.
I'll even throw something else out. Now, we're talking Carnival.
Yeah.
Because we do almost exclusive Carnival.
I'm going to get out on some of those others.
I will say, if you do a short 5-day that covers a weekend, it's going to be a rowdy bunch.
Now.
What?
We have to say out of New Orleans, because we've not really done a small one out of those.
I'll bet it's the same wherever, because all of them are out of big cities. And with a short 5-day covering a weekend, they got the weekend off anyhow.
We need to go try it out and see.
No, I don't need to go anywhere. So they only take a day or two off, and they get they can get they can fit a 5-day cruise in.
If you go over the weekend, some of them go from Thursday to Monday. That's a real bad one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, okay.
I'm going to tell you how hateful I am. I like doing 8 days or more, because it cuts a lot of the... It's mostly old people like me, just laid back, mostly, because most people can't take that much time off. And that's me. I'm old. I don't want any waves. I want to be peaceful.
I will say you can't fall off the ship.
No,
There is absolutely no way to fall off
that's
the
a
ship.
good point.
They always say people
I
fall
know.
off. They don't fall off.
That's what they say. Somebody fell overboard. What? You don't fall off a ship. They got those rails they come up almost to my
They come up to here on me.
chest.
I have to stand on my tiptoe to look over.
I mean, I'm not a real tall guy.
I'm pretty tall.
Yeah, she's tall. You know, I'm about 5'11", maybe just a little bit shy of that. So I'm not short, but I'm not real tall either. And I'm telling you, them rails come up there about the top of my chest. You don't fall off a cruise ship.
Can I say I'm about 5 foot and you're about all the way? I've been out tilling the garden, cutting. Oh, you've been busy.
Yeah, I'm burning trash.
Must be an animal playing.
Driving
busy.
the tractor. She thinks her tractor's sexy. There's the Wilborns. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can't fall off a cruise ship. You might be drinking too much and
Standing on the rail, you're gonna fall, but you don't supposed to do that.
Okay, how blurry are we?
Oh, blurry. So that's pretty blurry.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not paying attention now. What are you watching on?
Why is that one blurry?
Well, I don't know. It looks good on my screen, so I don't know why we would be blurry. Sometimes the camera has to refocus.
That is bad.
But I don't know why. I guess I could turn all that off. Hey, Miss PJ. Are we blurry to everybody? Or just one? We might need to know what you're drinking.
Yes, you do. It's pretty blurry.
Wipe my glasses. I don't know. I've got it pulled up on my other screen and it does look a little blurry.
A lot blurry.
But on my computer that's recording, it looks fine. Maybe we look better blurry. I can close all those off.
Well, that ain't gonna help.
Well, I don't know. I might be using too much minute bytes or something. I don't know. Yeah, Paul says we're blurry. I don't know. It's clear on my monitor here.
How you gonna fix it?
I'm not gonna fix it.
Go fix it.
Okay. I'm blurry on everybody. I don't know what to do. Because my camera, it's an automatic little camera.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Miss PJ said she scratched her iris. She don't know if we're blurry or not.
I know, that's why I said uh-oh.
See, we're always blurry.
Yeah, magic. Everybody always measured up to me. Now they're taller than me and think it's something. I'm like, it's nothing.
Said you scratched your iris. Why do we have to have different insurance for our teeth and our eyes? You got to have a separate insurance for your teeth and separate for your vision, your eyes. I just wonder why.
Good question. Take it to Trump.
I mean, just be part of your health insurance. That's what I think. So while we're talking about eyes, do I?
On my computer, both was blurry.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody's telling me, it's blurry, but I don't know what I can do about it. I forgot. Oh, I was doing my eye exam not too long ago, and I've got the beginnings of cataracts. I think you do too, don't you? Didn't they tell you that or no?
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
I don't.
They won't do nothing.
Yeah, it's not anything that bothers me. I didn't know. They just told me, and
Maybe that's why everything's looking so dark.
I know when they do cataract surgery, they replace that lens, and people have 20/20 vision after that. So I told them, so why don't we fix it? And they said, well, it's not bad enough. Why do we have to wait till it gets bad? It's like, oh yeah, you can't see anymore. You wrecked your car. Might ought to do something about them cataracts now. But yeah, I just thought that was stupid. I mean, we know how to fix it. Let's just go ahead and fix it. And they said, no, they're not bad enough. So they got to get to a certain point, I suppose. All right, you reading? See, she flipped him over her shoulder and still whooped. It's what you have to do sometimes. Just let them know. All right, Miss PJ, how'd it work? That hadn't been that long ago. I'm wearing my University of Tennessee Life Flight.
Lifestyle.
Life Star, yeah. Somebody said they was in Tennessee. Anyway, only 5'5". All right, man, 6'1". I'm trying to. And why should you have to pay extra money for an upgrade? See, that's another problem. Yeah, it should be that you should get the top notch every time, you know. Ah. She's about that short, Tim. That just makes me mad, Miss PJ. Why, you know, if you want the
Magic's
really
5'5".
good stuff, you only get the really good stuff, you pay extra money. No, it's health stuff. You ought to get the good stuff every time. If I move your head when they pull the lens out. And they told you not to move.
They're going to have to give me, if I have it done, they're going to have to give me some kind of, I don't care what you're doing to me, kind of drug.
Oh, Georgie's up in Tennessee. That's right. She's up there. Yeah, I stopped by and visited these guys one time when I was up there. They gave me a hat. Been years ago. See how dirty it is. I wear it a lot while I'm on my tractor and such. Gets it all dirty.
I'm really close to 5 foot, like ½ inch.
Half-inch short.
I just say 5 foot. It's easier.
You were 5 foot at one time, because I know I've lost about an inch. Have you lost any?
I don't know. I hadn't been measured lately, but
I've lost about an
don't want
inch
it.
from my.
I'm
my
actually
younger
4'11"
days.
and a half. Georgie's 4'11".
Oh, she got you. Got you by a ½ inch. Magic Angels in Texas. I sort of like Texas. It's all right. I had a brother that lived over there for 30 years, didn't he? It was a long time.
Long time.
He considered himself a Texan. I'm like, you can't do that. You're born in Mississippi. You're a Mississippian. What do y'all think? Can you call yourself something if you're not from there? Or if you live there and just, I don't know. Anyway, that's what COVID got him.
Guess you can call yourself anything you want to.
I suppose so. But she's proud of that ½ inch, Georgie.
Oh, she lost 2 inches.
Was 5'7" in high school. Yeah. I've lost probably an inch.
I had to measure. I don't know. We'll see.
I was probably 5'11" at my, when I was young, and I'm about 5'10" now. So, yep.
I have a nephew over in Texas.
Yep. This is Weatherford.
Weatherford,
Yeah, it's in
Texas.
Weatherford.
That's a cute little town.
My brother was in Marshall, which is, the very eastern part there, right close to Louisiana, Shreveport. But he loved it up there. He he did a lot of volunteer stuff for the community. And when he passed away, they let him lay in state in City Hall. It was pretty amazing. They liked him over there too.
You could take the glasses off, and that's what his brother looked like.
Yeah. And it's funny because when we were young, we didn't look anything alike.
Except for he had a little bit darker hair.
Mm-hmm. But as we got older, we started looking more and more alike, and we looked a lot alike by the time he passed away. Yep. I've had a couple of back surgeries, Miss PJ. I think that was part of it that got me. The other part's just old age, I guess. We shrank a little bit, I suppose. All right, Magic Angel. You say you're a Texan. Were you born there? Or you've just been there a long time and you consider yourself a Texan? I guess that's my question. What's the true answer to that? What do y'all think?
I think you can be whatever you want to be. If you live in somewhere.
You sounded like the left now. You want to be a boy?
That's not what I'm saying. If you're living in Texas for 30 years and you won't call yourself a Texan, I mean.
What if you live there 5?
Well, if you feel like that's what you're Texan.
Oh, so I could move there today.
My mother's father family are all from Weatherford. Weatherford's a nice little town.
Yeah, it's
we
a pretty little town. We went over there and visited our nephew. What, they had the Orange Festival or something?
Peach Festival.
Peach Festival was going on when we were there. They had a nice little fair set up. It was pretty cool. All right, see, she's a true Texan, born and raised.
I mean, say you're 25 and you move, just like, let's see, how old were when we moved down here? We don't say that we're from here.
No.
But eventually we're going to be from here.
I suppose.
After so many years.
I don't know if is it a time frame?
I don't know.
Do you have to be born there?
Do you feel like you're from here?
Me? No. Not where we're living. I'm from where we were born and raised at. We've been down here longer than we were there.
No.
No, not quite. No, you're right.
What? Say it louder.
She is correct.
She's closer to San Antonio.
Okay. Isn't that where the great place is at?
No.
No, where was Fort Hood?
Fort Hood is just in Fort Hood.
Yeah.
There's some little towns over there, but I don't remember the names of them.
They got a big medical base in San Antonio. Fort Sam Houston, I think is the name of it.
They have Lackland Air Force Base over there.
Yeah, Lackland. We went over there for our graduation for our oldest son. Okay, so he says it depends. How long?
See, that's what I said.
What?
Well, whatever.
You said whatever you want to be. She said depends on how long you've lived there.
Okay.
So where's the cutoff? Do you have to be there 5 years, 10 years?
No, it's whatever.
20 years?
I think it's, if it takes 2 years to feel like that's where you're from, then you're that's right. See?
Oh, I don't know. The screen's blurry. I can't read that.
That screen's not blurry.
I don't know. This is the question popped in my head.
Austin,
I feel like you have to be born there.
See, Austin feels like he's from here.
Right.
But that's not where he was born.
But we moved down here when he was a little bitty. That's all he knows. Okay, so if you go there as a kid and you're raised there, then that counts. Or if you're born there.
If you go there as a young adult, see, that's what I said.
Well, maybe I'm from Mars.
She gets it.
See, I just feel like you need to be
No.
born there to say you're
But
a
see,
Texan.
Tim moved to Texas
That's my brother, Tim.
and he got married and then
Yeah.
he started a family.
Yeah. His kids are Texans. Oh my goodness. So was it a picture we posted when we were young, or are you saying in the video we look younger? I don't know if I have any pictures of us on the computer from our younger days, do I?
I don't know. We're still blurry.
I don't know what to do about the blurry. I don't have any younger pictures of us.
It's a video.
What's a video? Oh, it's the video camera you saying is doing it blurry? What? Oh, it's a video. The video we look younger. I had not looked up there and read that. I'm sorry. I was confused. Like 3 pictures. I got some on Facebook probably. Let me go see. I'll try to find a good picture of us when we were younger. I don't know if it's already in good. What? She's laughing at us.
No, she's laughing at you.
What? Well, I don't know why.
Move aside. Did it clear up? Clear now.
Really?
Really?
Well, there you go.
So we'll put this back on you. We'll turn that back on him, and I'll just kind of get in like that. Is that better?
Yeah. I'll show you a really young picture.
Oh, now it's blurry again. Get in the middle.
Well, it's got to be the camera trying to
Focus.
focus on us. All right, y'all ready to see a really young picture of me and Sansi? I can't see what they're saying. Look at that. How we were 23.
No, yeah, no.
23 or 24 years old.
22. 23.
Yeah.
It's 23.
I was what? I was right. Is that what you were about to say? You just choked on it? That was at Fort Rucker, Alabama. That was our oldest daughter. She was just a baby. That's the only one we had at that time. And that is a TH-55 helicopter that I learned how to fly in. It's in the museum now.
Yes, we were babies.
Yeah, we were. We didn't know it, but we thought we were grown. And she still looks the same, but I don't even see myself there. I look so different now. Do you see that?
I do.
Do you? Mm. What's she giving you crap about?
Hey, you don't have to put all those pictures on there.
You got something you want to talk about? Where'd that come from? All right, I'm gonna give you one more picture. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. And this was, how long ago do you think this was? It was right after I come back from that first deployment, so 15 years ago.
That was in 10.
This is 25. So 15 years ago is when this picture was taken. And now she's telling me I can't show any more pictures. Y'all, she said they don't want to see all that. So you have to tell me if you want to see it or not.
Oh, I set out of the frame so it wouldn't be blurry. It's okay.
Did it clear
I
up?
don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'm still here.
Coop done snitched on something. Georgie, what did he snitch about?
Yeah, that was only about 15
Yeah, that
years
was
ago.
about 15 years ago. Giving you crap and her not here. I'm looking through pictures, see if there's anything I want to share.
Whoops.
What?
I dropped my toy. My little thingy.
You asked me if I like fishing. Yeah, I used to fish a lot, but I haven't in a little while. But yeah, I like fishing, I suppose.
I like fishing if I'm catching a fish.
She likes catching. She don't like fishing. She likes catching.
So
You don't catch every time you go. That's why
You're
they call it
supposed to.
fishing. You might be a redneck if this is your Christmas card. Yeah, now that's a fine Christmas card right there. Don't hate us just because you want to be us. I'm not sure if she was asking us or asking you, Coop. I haven't been paying close enough attention to the chat.
Oh, I don't know.
What? I'm saying that's Americana. I should have had a red, white, and blue shirt on. That's all I needed. All right, that's enough of the picture sharing. I know y'all have Buc-ee's over in Texas, but California don't have a Buc-ee's, I
We're
don't
getting
believe.
one up the
Yeah,
road.
we're getting one right close by. Yeah, I like fishing. We're on the coastal area. I don't care much for saltwater fishing. I like freshwater fishing. I like to bass fish. My dad liked to catch white perch, sockeye. That's what they call them in Louisiana. Mm-hmm. But Jack Ketchum is the YouTube. Not sure what that is. But yeah, I've got a pond out back here, and we got we got fish in it. I got some nice bass in it, and I hardly ever fish in it. But we got relatives and kids. They bring the kids and let the kids fish. All right, Mr. Coop says we got Buc-ee's. I'm trying to remember where Mr. Coop said. You're in Florida. Yeah, y'all got them. We got them. I guess Alabama has that one. Texas has tons of them.
Going over to Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
I have to go all the way over and down. That way we hit a couple of Buc-ee's.
Hit a couple of Buc-ee's along the way. We're having one built not far from where we live. So I don't know what it's saying, May, probably May. They'll have it opened up. Yeah. I tell people if I'd have come up with that idea, I'd have been the laughing stock for 200 years. That fool come up with an idea to build a big service station with 200 pumps. I'd build all that and have 2 cars pull in. I'd go bankrupt. And they'd be laughing at me.
That's me. I don't like to bait it. I like to, and I do eat fish, but I don't like to bait the hook or take the fish off. I gotta have people for that.
Oh, I know something I can share.
Catfish is my favorite.
All right, I got
the whole catfish. I like the whole thing.
I'm gonna share something about our state flag. Y'all, they like the controversial stuff, the court stuff, and all that. Let me see. I'm gonna show you the state flag. Bum, 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 bum.
You misspelled Mississippi.
I probably did.
You did.
I'm trying to look up here and talk at the same time and all that. So I'm going to show y'all our current state flag. And then I'm going to show you the old state flag. Well, I'll tell you what, I can show you both at the same time. How about that? Maybe. I don't know how to make this big to where it'll just be this one flag showing. All right, y'all just going to have to bear with me on this. I can't get it exactly like I want it to be, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, this is a whole bunch of flags here, but on the top left, I'll put my hand on. I'm kind of showing it right there. That's our state flag. It's got a magnolia in it because that's the state tree. Now, the one right next to it has the Confederate stars and bars in the corner, and then it had 3 stripes, blue, white, and red. So you can just Let me see if I can open it up a little better. There it is, right there. Right there. That's the old state flag. So there was a small section of people.
I don't even know if they were here.
Yeah, I don't even know if they lived here, but it was a small group of people that threw a fit. I'm going to say 15 or 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. Good ways back. And they wanted the flag to be different because they didn't like the Confederate stars and bars. Now, with this conversation, am I am I going for the stars? It's not about the stars and bars as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not promoting it or against it. I'll get to my point as I'm going here. So a small section of people in the state wanted this flag to go away. They wanted a different flag because, they tried to say that the stars and bars of the Confederate flag was damaging to the state and racist and all this kind of junk. So the people that were in charge at the time, I don't know if it was the governor or that group, but anyhow, they said, well, we'll put it to a vote. So they put it on the ballot. People, if they wanted to keep the flag or get rid of the flag. Well, the state voted pretty, it wasn't unanimous, obviously, but it was pretty strong to keep the flag. So we kept the flag. That worked for a few years, probably 10 years. And, the subject came up again and people throwing a fit and wanted to get rid of the flag and, citing the fact that it had the Confederate symbol on it and all that. So once again, they put it to a vote. And once again, the people of Mississippi voted to keep the flag as it was. And then we fast forward to, was it last year before?
No, it's been about 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, so 2 or 3 years. Fairly, to me, that's recent. It came up again, but this time they said we're going to vote on a flag, and I think they put 3 on the ballot, none of which was the old flag. So we didn't have the option then of keeping this original Mississippi flag. It was this one over here on the left and 2 others, and it was voted on. Of course, you had to vote for one. I didn't vote for any of them.
I didn't vote for it.
But anyhow, that one got the most votes, and that's what our flag changed to.
We don't even know for sure if it really
Yeah.
got the most votes.
Yeah, after the people of the state had voted twice to keep our flag the way it was. So now, when you're driving through Mississippi, you might see this flag, and it's people that are angry that the flag was taken away after it had been voted on twice. And then the third time, we didn't even have the option to vote on it. So a lot of people feel like the state flag was hijacked and stolen and they went with something else. So you'll still see a lot of these older flags flying everywhere. And now you know the story behind it. They just took it. I think either they could have voted to keep or do away with this flag, or this flag could have been one of the choices. When they put the 2 or 3 out there and we had to pick one, that one, to be
That's
fair,
exactly what they did.
That could have been one of the choices, but they didn't do that. They just took it away.
That's what they did.
Yeah. So
Mr. Coop said.
Yeah, that's what they do. But I will tell you this: my boat still has the old flag. And again, I'm not saying that I'm in love with the design or crazy about it or anything like that. It's just I'm mad that they didn't go with what the people wanted to do. And then when they did it in a way to where you didn't have a choice, you had to pick something else. And I just think that's wrong. So I fly the old flag on my boat. Yep. I just like to share that story because I know y'all like all the court cases and the law and the government and all that junk. Yeah, that was kind of crappy the way they did that. But, those few got their way. We don't have that flag anymore. That's right. I won't even use that word. That's improper English. You say I woke up yesterday, past tense, but it can't be used in present tense. That's the wrong way to use the word. So I won't even say it that way. And look, I'm from the South. We butcher the English language, and if
Do
I
we?
know it's wrong,
Do we?
it's got to be bad
Your River told me over there in the city.
in the city. Mm-hmm.
Because I said, "What you cooking for supper?" He said, "In the city, we say dinner." That's why I'm not in the city.
Yeah, a lot of people are mad. Even people that were, even people that were sympathetic, sort of, to the ones that didn't like that in the corner. Even a lot of them are mad. Not that the flag was changed, but the way they did it. If they had, I don't know. It's
They
just,
just took it away and give us
they just took it
told us
away and
pick
gave us
something
another.
else.
After twice, the people of the state had voted to keep the flag like it was. They do control us. Yep. Yep. And boy, they proved that with COVID, didn't they?
It is supper.
What's supper? Is supper time? Is that what we're
It's
saying?
just supper. Well, I said what River told me.
Oh, dinner and supper. Yeah.
He's over in New Orleans, and I asked him, I said, "What you gonna cook for supper?" And he told me, he said, "Well, it's dinner." I said, "It's the same thing." He said, "Well, in the city, we call it dinner."
What was it? We were shopping and we got a buggy.
Yeah, a buggy. And he told me right quick it wasn't a buggy.
Shopping cart.
He said, "What's a buggy?" I said, "Well, it's right here. What you getting in?"
Yeah, he was a little fella then, wasn't he?
He don't know.
So yeah, now you know the story of our flag, and if you ride traveling through the state or what have you, and you see that flag, you know the story behind it. Because a lot of people, just out of spite to the government and the way they did it, are still flying the old flag. Mr. Coop, so you're in Florida. Are you talking about the Florida flag or the U.S. flag?
Move it over there.
I am. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly, supper.
Well, Nope, I'll tell you anything you need to know. It's actually a really nice state.
So
A bunch of good people.
Where is he?
I don't know. Where are you at, Nope?
State flag.
Okay, I'm looking it up. State flag. Let's see.
Midwest. Oh, it's that thing. There you go.
All right, Coop, let's talk about it. Because it looks like it has maybe Native American lady on there and shows our ships coming in. I guess the Santa Maria and what was the three ships?
Nina Pinta.
And
Santa Maria.
wasn't it Santa Maria? Yeah, I'm assuming that's the ships.
I don't see ships.
So
I don't have a contact on.
Right there. There's a ship, and there's a mast, and there's a mast.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's got the native girl, I guess, there with fruit.
I don't have a contact on. Excuse
It's
me.
missing the stuff. Oh, because of the cross part there, kind of like the Confederate. What?
Silliness.
Wasn't there a Confederate flag that looks something like that. You know, there were several different that was carried during the Civil War, different, you know, different armies of the South carried different flags. Well, the biggest thing with the Mississippi flag is they just didn't go with the will of the people. You know, it was voted on twice. The first time it was hands down. The second time it was sort of close. You know, it wasn't, uh, it was kind of 50-50, but the ones that wanted to keep the flag had, you know, the majority. And I don't remember the exact number, but I know it was a little closer on that second vote. But still, the majority wanted to keep the flag. And then the next time it came up, they didn't give a choice. They just put, I think, 3 flags on the ballot, and you had to pick one. And none of them were the original flag that we had. So we didn't have a choice. We had to go to another flag. And like I say, a lot of people that really didn't care one way or another, or maybe they even sympathized a little bit to the people that didn't like the flag, they got more mad over how they went about it than the flag itself. Now I got to look up Alabama's flag. Get my hands over here where I can talk a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. I thought Alabama used the Confederate flag, the true Confederate flag. Or they got the white with the red stripe. So is that Alabama's flag now? Yeah, that's the one I've got brought up now. It's white with red bars. I don't know. There's some people that really get into the Civil War stuff, and they can tell you the different flags and all that. I don't really know what they look like. I know that they had different flags. Hey, I'll say this. I'll make a prediction. Yeah, I'm gonna do a prediction here. I believe our U.S. flag will change before Trump gets out. Not drastically. I think they're going to have to figure out a way to add another star or two in there for the states. That's what I think. What do y'all think? Do y'all think we'll end up with another state or maybe 2 more states before Trump's term is over? Well, you know, he wants Greenland. I don't know if he would want Greenland as a territory like we have Puerto Rico, or would he want to take and make Greenland a state? He talked about making Canada a state. Canada's too big to make one state, though. You'd have to split it up into 3 or 4, 5 states. And why have we not added Puerto Rico on as a state? Trade California for Canada. I don't know. We'd have to get Coop out of there before we could do that. Who else is in California? Seemed like another one in the group's in California. See you later, Newt. Trade the West Coast and the East Coast for Canada. Oh, you mean the PR? Gotcha. I saw some interviews of people over in Greenland, and they're all for becoming part of the United States. All of them that I saw that got interviewed, they like, heck yeah, we'll do that. That's a sweet deal. Yeah, we'd have to get Skipper out of there. That's right, Skipper. I said Coop. I meant Skipper. Get him out of California. So yesterday, I think I looked, I had about 24 hours of watch time with the live that we did. So that's great. Yeah, they want to relocate them somewhere. You're talking about above ground. I think they'd rather relocate them below ground. I'm just saying. All right. Check my DMs on this program or where? Bum, 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 bum. Where you want me to check there, Coop? Facebook? Is that what you're saying? Absolutely, we can do that. Let me give you an address here. There you go, Mr. Coop. Address is sent. There you are. I got to turn my sound on. I think I got it on. Can you hear me, Coop?
I had myself muted. I pulled a Georgia.
Okay. I just automatically assume that I've done something stupid when I can't hear somebody because
No,
it's usually me.
You're doing just fine.
Yeah, it's usually operator error on my side. So yeah, that's the story of our flag, man. It was just crappy the way they did it.
Oh, I remember every bit of that when it happened.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember every bit of it. It was big news for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And like you said, it wasn't even started in your state. Your state was pressured to do it by people outside of state.
I really don't remember the particulars. I just assumed it was a small group in the state that was throwing a fit about it. But I don't remember. It was quite a few years ago. And so they said, well, we'll just put it to a vote. You know, they put it on the ballot and the state voted to keep our flag. And then,
I thought that was pretty crappy how they did you though.
Yeah.
You know, didn't even put the original flag as a choice.
That's right, as an option, because it probably would have been voted back in again. And most people don't care about that stuff.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about, the little emblem that was on the flag. Most people don't care.
You know, a lot of people don't realize the flag that was in yours, the Confederate flag that was actually in your state flag.
Yeah.
That's the original battle flag. That's the flag that was flown by all the Confederates. That stretched out version that you see nowadays, that was never flown in the Civil War. That came years after the Democratic Party created that long one.
Okay.
You know, the
Yeah.
stretched out
Yeah, I've never
version.
thought about it. So you say the original battle flag was like a perfect square?
Yeah, it
It
was
wasn't
almost
elongated.
like a perfect square. That's the
Huh.
only flag that was ever flown during the Civil War. The stretched out one came after the Civil War, from what I've been taught. And it basically was created by the Democratic Party, and they used it as a symbol of hatred, racism back then.
Yeah.
The stretched out
Yeah.
one, not the square one,
The
the
square one.
stretched
Yeah.
out one.
You know, they changed all the names of the military bases down here in the South. I didn't
Yep.
even know that the military bases were named after, Confederate generals and such. I had no idea. And I'm gonna say, if I didn't know, most everybody else didn't know either. You know, but yeah, they changed the names of all the military bases down here that had uh, names of Confederates. That was named after a Confederate soldier.
I see they were
But
sneaky with our
What are
flag.
they
They
talking about right here?
they kept the bars, but they got rid of the stars and changed the colors.
yeah,
But they still kept the symbol. But I think that symbol is basically because we have so much coastline. It's more or less a Coast Guard symbol.
I got you.
Red bars like that stretched out.
Right. All right. So
But
why did we mention Louisiana earlier? I don't remember. Did we mention Louisiana?
oh, I didn't.
I don't remember.
I said something in New Orleans. You ever been in New Orleans?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if
Our
that's
daughter lives in New Orleans. Maybe that's what it was.
yeah.
I don't know.
I got tired of typing. That's why I sent you that message.
I don't like typing either.
Well, it's usually a little more fun to have more than one person in here anyway.
It gives you a way to bounce things off each other. And we were
Right.
just talking about that today, Georgie and I, on our live stream. And it's it's easier when you have two, well, especially with you two, because you two can talk back and forth. But when you have a guest,
Yeah.
when I'm talking, you're resting. When you're talking, I'm resting. But
Yeah.
if you're doing it by yourself, you're constantly having to talk.
Right.
He has to do all the
Right.
talking.
That was
People don't.
frustrating. The first few lives I did, when we started doing that over on Rumble, you know, there was a lot of time no one even came in the chat, and I would have to just try to sit there and talk to nothing for 30 minutes or more,
And I can't do that.
And then I got really excited if somebody come in the chat, that gave me somebody to at least bounce off of, like you're talking about. And
Right.
now doing this where you can have a guest on the screen with you, that's even better.
Oh yeah, I mean, talking to the chat is one of Georgie and I's favorite thing to do. But say, for instance, I'm in the chat and I ask you a question, right? Okay, you answer my question. Now you've got to sit there and wait till my answer pops back up on screen.
Yeah, and
And
there
if
is
you
a delay.
right, and if you've got several people like we do tonight in your chat, my answer or reply could be 10 minutes away.
Yeah, could get lost. Yeah.
But yeah, it makes it a lot easier. I enjoy my time with Georgie. I've done the streams by myself and I don't like them, but I
Yeah.
can do them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. We can do it, but I would rather have someone in. Now that we've done it a couple of times, I'm like, man, I like this. Miss PJ wants to know who's sitting next to me. I'm wondering, is she talking about you sitting next to me or somebody next to me on the screen? I'm going to say whichever one you're looking at, superstars. I got a superstar on the screen and I got a superstar sitting next to me.
So how you liking Restream?
I like it. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sitting here as I'm learning to do the different things. I'm sitting here thinking, who could how do I want to use it? Do I want to invite people in and, try to make a somewhat of a show out of it, or what? I don't know.
Well, your options are pretty much endless. I mean, you can think of just about anything. You can use the fact that you can pull screens up. There's educational factors in that. If you want to teach somebody something, well, just the other night I had you in Restream helping you.
Yep.
Well, then later on I had Redneck in here. I was helping him. But when you're on live, you can teach a whole room full of people whatever you want to teach them. You can pull it right up on the screen, do your research right there with them watching you live,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
it's
were doing earlier.
just like our flags we were talking about.
Right, exactly.
Bring them up and talk about them. Yeah, I don't know if sometimes I'm not really good at explaining my idea of what I'm trying to get across. So, I didn't want to make that topic of the flag about the stars and bars. That wasn't what I was trying to make it about. I was trying to make it about the government not giving us a decision,
Right.
just forcing something on us. That's the issue I was trying to bring up.
I'd have been so pissed if they did that to me. I mean,
yeah,
that would have just I mean, I don't like the government anyway. I think they got too much power to begin with.
That's why we still fly the other one.
yeah. That's why, we've got the other one. The only place I fly flags on my boat, but yeah, we've got the old flag on it, and you'll still see it everywhere over here. Everywhere you go, you see that old flag.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, I don't fly my Confederate flags. I don't fly them, not because I'm scared of anybody. I just don't want them screwing with my house.
Yeah.
So they're put up, and I've got flags that date back from the Civil War that's been passed down from generation to generation that will stay locked up. Do I look at it as hatred? No. I had family in Missouri. That's my dad's side of the family. So
Yeah.
I had family members that fought for both sides. I respect both sides of the coin because I had family fighting for both sides at the time.
Yeah. I had some of my ancestors. I know of one that was in the Civil War, and nothing of any significance, But there was a lot of how do I put it? The North and the South, when the war was over, had to come together somehow. Had to put it behind us and come together. And some of the concessions that was made by the government was that they would let the South erect their statues and, have their flag, and military bases in the South would be named after their generals. And, there was a little bit of concession there to kind of pull the country back together. But now, they've gone and torn all that away.
Well, usually, the things that they say about, war, okay, whoever is defeated, whoever surrenders to the other side, the ones that claim victory, they're the ones that write the history, okay?
Yeah.
And even though I know for a fact it was not fought over slavery. Yes, slavery was a part of it, but it was
Right.
not the main objective of it. But the northern states, when they put out all of the teaching books and everything, they made it into a race issue.
Right.
And that's why the South is looked at the way they are. Instead of it being something that is heritage, it's looked at as hate.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I could be wrong, but that's the way I look at it. Because I do know when I'd say I was probably in my 30s, I did a lot of research on the school system. And it's funny, the books we were taught with are almost completely different than the books from up north for the same grades.
Really?
They are not national books. They are different, especially when it comes to history.
Yeah. So you bring up the school systems and stuff. What do you think about Trump trying to move education back to the states and do away with the Department of Education.
I agree with it.
I
mean,
think so too.
100%. I mean, I think that federal government has too much control right now as it is, and there should be more control on the state level and let your people vote for what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. And it shouldn't be a bunch of people in Congress voting. It should be at a state level what happens in your state. The only
Right.
thing those people up at the federal level need to be voting on is how to run that stuff up there, not stuff down here.
Yeah. I agree. Well,
That's just me.
they're shaking some stuff up with
Yeah.
Elon and such. Of course, he said he was going to go in there and try to straighten things out. And
I
some of the
don't
stuff
know.
they're finding that they're spending money on, and they're kind of taking it away. I mean, I don't even see how anybody could argue with that. You know, taking that money away, the junk that they're spending it on.
Oh hell, they've got so many crazy projects. I mean, uh, I can't remember them right now, but there was some really wild stuff that I saw they were spending money on. That I'm like, really?
Yeah,
I mean,
and a lot of it's not, the money's not even being spent here. It's being spent in some other country. You know, giving them several $1,000,000 to put on some kind of play or something in some third world country. I'm like, what? What?
exactly. It's crazy. I mean, for one, look at Ukraine. Ukraine. Why did we have to send them all that money? I can understand sending them tanks and planes and ammunition, but they don't need money because the money, from what I've read, the money didn't even get spent except on the new president over there's home and
Yeah,
other things. It just lined a bunch of politicians' pockets.
right. And their families.
Right.
Yeah,
We sent a lot of military ordnance over there. So why did we have to send them money too?
right.
I
And
don't get it.
are we the only ones? Because strategically, it's just as important. That area is just as important to some other countries as it is to us. You
Right.
know, if not more so. And I'm like, well, are they sending money? Are they helping?
What did she say? 30 billion
30
condoms?
billion for, there was a bunch of money spent on condoms for the Gaza Strip. I don't remember how much. It might have been 30 billion. It was a lot that was
It's
spent
crazy.
for condoms to be sent to the Gaza Strip. It's crazy.
Well, it's sort of like whenever I was going through all of my allergy testing when I was a kid. They tested me for thousands and thousands and thousands of different things. And I'd say 60% of the stuff they tested me for, I would never come in contact with. So why'd they even test me for? It's the same way with the government. They're spending money on shit that will never benefit us in any way.
Any kind of way. You know, it's like, but that money, before it gets to that country, I guarantee you it goes through 2 or 3 other layers. And the very politicians and junk that's sending it have family members down in those layers. You know what I mean? You know, getting their cut, and man, it's just all so crooked. I
I
don't
know.
mind paying my taxes, you know, but I would feel better about it if I knew with confidence that they were doing what's right with the money they're taking from me, and they're not even doing anything close to what's right.
No. You got a pen right there handy? Yeah, write down. Uh, Dang it, what's his name? I'll have to go see now. I done forgot his name. He's on Rumble. He used to be on YouTube, really, really strong. Oh, the Salty Cracker.
Salty Cracker.
TheSalter. But he moved most of his content over to, I'll just send you the link.
Okay.
He moved a lot of his content over to Rumble because YouTube didn't like him very much. He's very outspoken Matter of fact, Tim would absolutely hate him, but that's not him. Uh, where's he at? Dr. Drew. I like listening to him because he's funny, and the stuff that he talks about is very political, but it's enjoyable to listen to him talk about it.
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, I wouldn't check him out on live
Oh, I
because
won't. No,
there'll be a lot of people that probably won't see
no,
that.
I won't.
But I like watching him. He's pretty funny. He'd be right up Jordan's alley. Him and her look good sitting there together with tinfoil hats on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's very animated. I mean, when he talks about the stuff he talks about, I mean, he really gets into it.
He gets into it, huh?
Oh yeah, he's a showman for sure.
I'll have
I
to
see
check
Miss
him out.
PJ and oh man, what do we? Oh, I got to get back over to UDTube. Make sure you're getting them watch hours on me, because there now I got you running on Rumble and YouTube at the same
Yeah,
time.
I was going over to check out Rumble and see. We got looks like a couple of people in Rumble.
It dwindled down a little bit, but of course, I'm still in there, even though I'm on here with you. It's still showing me in there. Well, we're back to 4. We were running with 7 at one time, I think, and then it dropped down to 5. So
Yeah,
they say Rumble's the hardest one to grow at.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it earlier today. Might have been you talking about Rumble is still compared to YouTube. Rumble's in its infancy.
Right.
It'll grow, but YouTube is such a big animal now. You can't just do Rumble. You've got to do YouTube. It's just too big. But I like Rumble. I like the platform, and I like the way they operate. I would like to see them get just as big as YouTube.
Well, it's not. Well, yeah. YouTube started February of 05, 05. And Rumble started October of 2013. So, yeah, they've got about 5 from 13 is what, 8? They got about 8 years on. Yeah.
I don't think you can really compare the years though, because when they started up, you had we really just didn't have any competition. I mean, when they started up, they took 100% of the market, and now everybody like Rumble's trying to pull some of that kind of away.
Exactly. Well, it's just like you had MySpace, and then Facebook came along around the same time, and MySpace, I don't even think it's still around. I don't know. I haven't been over there in years.
I don't remember. Did Facebook buy them out at some point?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're still around. I'll go see. Only take a second.
I'd have to. Yeah, I'm like you. I'd have to go research it.
Well, they're still there.
Are they really?
I'm assuming this is the old MySpace here. No, this isn't it. This is something to do with music. Yorkshire released new songs. Yeah, this place here I'm looking at.
Let me see if I can find something on. Does anybody out there know?
Here's the Wikipedia page on it. It started in August 1st of 2003. That's when it launched. From 2005 to 2009. Well, no, that's not the MySpace I'm talking about. That's the one for I I don't know if that's the original MySpace or not, and they've just turned it over into a music.
Okay, so I went to the artificial intelligence and
Yeah.
asked it, and it said MySpace is still around, but it's nothing like it was in its heyday. MySpace was a dominant social network in the 2000s, known for its customizable profiles, top 8 friends, and embedded music. However, after Facebook emerged with a cleaner interface and better social features, MySpace rapidly declined. News Corp sold it in 2011, and since then it has tried to reinvent itself multiple times, mostly as a music and entertainment platform. It still
Ah,
exists at myspace.com, but it's more of a niche site focused on music and pop culture.
right. That's what I was just reading.
And it says all the old profiles were deleted in 2019 during a
Dang it.
server migration.
Dang it.
So it's sort of still out there.
Yeah. Who's who's beeping me? Yeah, that's what we just found, Georgie. Uh, it when I was looking at it, the page, I'm like, man, this is nothing but music over here. But then when you read it, that's what
Yeah.
they've turned it into. It's mostly music now.
Do you ever use any of the artificial intelligence stuff, the like Chat GPT?
I haven't used any of the chat stuff, but I use it all the time for my graphics.
It's Chat GPT. You can carry on a conversation with it.
Yep.
You can tell it to, give me a poem about flowers, and it'll write you a poem about flowers. Then you can say, without referencing that again, just like you're having a conversation, you can say, make it shorter, just those 3 words, and it'll make it shorter. It understands you're still talking about the point.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Georgie, she got me hooked into this site called Suno. It's SUN 0 or O,
Yeah,
and you can write music over there using the AI. You just put in a phrase that you like, and
yeah,
it'll write the whole song for you. Then you can pick your genre that you want, whether it's country, rock, pop, whatever. And we make quite a few songs. But matter of fact, I don't know if you've been on my stream when we first start or when we end. I the music I play on there was created with Suno.
yeah. I know the music you're talking about. I've heard it. Oh, that's cool. So this Chat GPT, it'll write you a song, but it doesn't put music to it or anything like that. But it just amazes me that you tell it to write a song and it writes it, and then you can say, uh, "Give me 2 more choruses." You don't have to say, "Give me 2 more choruses of that song that you just wrote." You just say, "Give me 2 more choruses," and it pops it up there. It automatically understands what you're asking for, and it knows that you're still talking about what you had started in the conversation. Is crazy.
Now that might be cool, okay? Because Suno, you can get as in depth with Suno as you want, but what you're talking about, you can probably get closer to your idea as far as the lyrics go with
Yeah,
what you're talking about, and
yeah.
then you just take the lyrics and you go to Suno
Hey,
and
that's an
use
idea.
Suno to create the audio,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
instrumentals. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Um,
But like Google, if you put in something on Google, and then let's say you did a 4 paragraph song on Google, and you find it, then you would have to type in, if you want it shorter, you'd have to type in, "Give me a 3 paragraph song about," to where the Chat GPT, it's just like talking to a person. You tell them, "Well, make it shorter," and it
that
makes it
sounds
shorter.
cool.
It just understands that it's still talking about that song,
See, we got Georgie interested now. Her old ears over there is perked up.
Are they perked up?
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, we should try that, she says. But the Suno, that'd be pretty cool. You take and write you a song, because you can pretty much get your lyrics dialed into what you want them to say and then take them over there. The only thing that I don't like about Suno is you have to keep making it different until you get the voice that's singing it not to sound quite like a robot.
I got you.
Because they'll have a lot of that, like, say they're singing, they'll have kind of like a robotic tone at the end of some of the lines that they're singing.
Yeah.
And you just tinker around with the genre. I do a lot of Southern country music, so it doesn't take me as long. But if you do like rock and roll and stuff like that, it covers it up because it's a faster beat, so it covers up that fakeness.
Some of that fakeness that's in there.
Right.
I'll certainly have to go look at these websites, but there again, we're getting busy tomorrow. We got a couple of her family coming. I'm taking socks off. Feet are getting hot, and packing and all that good stuff. And it's Saturday morning. We're going to be getting on the ship. It'll be a week before we get back, 5 days. So, but when I get back, I'm certainly going to look at some of this stuff.
I'm sending you the AI site that I use for my graphics.
Okay.
And I also sent you Suno, so you can just click on them. And it's funny. I think it was Georgie I was talking to, or it might have been the wife, but I think it was Georgie. The graphics site that I use, we just found out the other day that you can actually do more than graphics. You can do the AI chat, just like you were talking about. You can do the AI director and harmonizer, the image generator, video, and video chat. I didn't know any of that stuff existed. I always just used it for photos.
Yeah. And you can make some pretty good stuff there that you can use on this Restream.
Right. Oh, that's what I use it for, is my thumbnails.
Yeah.
Come on, old dog. Go lay down. Oh. But it comes up with some funky stuff. I mean, when you, like, say if you want to make a graphic, a thumbnail, and you want text in it, it takes you several times, because 9 times out of 10, if you get a nice looking photo, the text, wording in the text will be crappy. It'll be misspelled. Or if it spells it just right, the image will look crappy.
Yeah.
You just have to tinker with it.
Well, I'm certainly going to have to do that.
Woohoo, we back up to 7 on the Rumble Room.
All right. Did you tell me you had some chickens, Coop?
Oh, yeah. Got 13 females and a big, mean stalker hen, or not hen, rooster that hates me.
I've been thinking about getting a rooster. I've got 10 hens, and I purposely didn't get a rooster because I don't know. I don't care to hear all that crowing, but evidently my wife does, and my neighbor said, "Oh, we like hearing that." So I think I'm going to get me a rooster.
He's not too bad. I mean, where you guys live, I live in a neighborhood, and I have just what they call a regular lot, which is like 1/4 acre.
Yeah.
It's not very big, so that's why I have a small flock. But where you guys live, that rooster's not going to bother you.
Yeah.
After a couple months, you wouldn't even notice he's there.
We've had one before,
Yeah, we had one before a few years
and
ago.
I liked listening to him.
Unlike mine that roams around during the day, he'll come and sit right on the steps. The steps are just right behind me.
Yeah.
And he'll sit there when I'm online with Georgie sometimes, and he'll start crowing.
Well, we've got 5 acres. Actually, I've got 7, but I kind of use 5 of it. And I've got the pen. I got a nice little pen back on the back side, and there's no one behind us. I've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 acres of woods behind me. So it's not going to bother anybody back there.
Try and get you a baby, and that way both of you hold it a lot. I mean, a lot. Because I never held any of our chickens, and Mama Coop, she's held them all. None of them bother her. She can reach down and pick them up. But Big Boy, he will come after me every chance he gets if I turn my back on him. If I don't
Yeah.
turn my back on him and I watch him,
Yeah.
he won't mess with me. Or if I have the water hose, he'll stay away from me. But
Yeah. What kind of rooster is it? Do you know?
he's a big old gigantic Rhode Island Red. Oh, I'll show
Rhode
you.
Island Red.
I got a picture of him here.
Yeah, that's what I started out with was Rhode Island Reds, but over time I've let a hen hatch out some eggs, and we've got some mixed stuff out there. But
Chickens, we don't know what they are.
yeah, they're just chickens. I don't know what kind. They're different. I got a white one and got copper
That
colored
white
one.
one's really pretty. It's got some black in it.
Yeah, it's white, got a little bit of black mixed in, like on her head.
What kind of?
We she incubated it. She wanted to try it. So for I think it was Christmas last year or year before last, I got her one of the little 12 egg incubators.
Yeah,
And the first batch, it sucks because you don't know what you're going to get.
right.
And we put 12 eggs in there and we hatched. 6 of them survived. The others were dead eggs. And out of those 6, 4 of them were flipping roosters.
Yeah,
So when they get up so big, we just find people to give them to. And
we've hatched out 6. Well, we hatched a little. We gave 3 of them away, but we've kept 6. And I kept thinking, because they say it's about 50-50. About half of them will be roosters
There's
and
they
half of them
again.
will be, they, whoever they is. But we've hatched out and kept 6, and every one of them were hens.
oh wow,
I kept thinking one of them would be a rooster, but
And then we hatched out 5 more. Well, there was 6. One of them didn't make it.
yeah,
And we kept 2. Give the lady her 3 back.
yeah,
The 2 we kept were hens.
Yeah.
And the 3 she took, something got those chicks, didn't they?
she put it in with her geese.
Yeah, she put it in.
Put them in with her geese, and geese killed them. She said, "I won't do that anymore." I said, well, "I guess not." But I kept getting. We got a little black hen that gets broody, so I would go get eggs from somebody that had a rooster because none of our eggs are going to hatch out, and I would give them to her and let her hatch them out. And I kept thinking, I'll get a rooster out of this somewhere along the way, but
We've not gotten a rooster yet.
I know.
Okay. I'll share this to you here in a minute.
All right.
Pull it up on the computer. We just had the last batch she did. We did them all on our leghorn. Our leghorn lays the white eggs,
Right.
but she was fertilized by the Rhode Island. So the mixture of the 2 chickens, they call them a golden comet. And we only did 4 eggs. 2 survived. 1 was a rooster, and 1 was a female. Well, the rooster was cool. I mean, he got along with me just fine. He didn't bother me, but he was real rough with the hens because both of them were tag teaming the 9 hens that we had, so they were getting really tore up.
Yeah.
And we had to get rid of him. And I really liked him because he was solid white. He was bigger than Big Boy, and he was gorgeous. But Big Boy was the first, and he's staying.
I'm gonna have to get a rooster. Been seeing all the hype now about the price of eggs.
You gotta tell it to show on stream.
Yeah, you just go up to your top right hand corner and
Top right. Let me find where it's
slide
at.
the little toggle.
All right, where'd it go?
Now, Georgie, you said yes, we should try that. So remind me tomorrow what it
I
was.
see it now.
I know
Oh.
it come up, but it disappeared.
It came up, but it disappeared. I can't.
Okay, top right.
Wait a minute.
Just hover your cursor like you bringing somebody in. It'll pull that little window down, pop it out, and then you just slide the toggle.
Okay, I've got me and I've got you and I've got those clicked, but that's the only two I see.
Can you pull it up? Does it scroll up?
No, it's not scrolling for me.
Well, I'll just share it again.
All right, let's try it again.
Pay attention.
Oh, no wonder you lost it. I closed the damn window.
It was there and then it disappeared.
Yeah, that was my fault. I was closing
looking
windows.
for
I was closing
See, I'm
windows.
so new at this program, I just automatically assumed I was doing something wrong.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. He's every bit of 10, 12 pounds.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That looks like our Rhode Island Reds.
And it's like somebody just took a basketball and threw it as hard as they can at you.
Oh, I'd love to have me one look like that.
He's a pretty rooster.
Yeah, that's a pretty rooster.
That's one of the reasons I didn't want to get rid of him, because I like the way he looks.
Yeah, that white one back there. What kind is that? Why not? That's what we have.
Wyandotte or something
Wyandotte
like
or something like that.
No, that's an Americano. It's the Easter egger, the one that lays the blue and greenish eggs.
Yeah. I've seen we've had one that laid those eggs. I don't recall it being.
No, but
Okay, I'll take that off of that.
The ones we have, one of them, the Wyandotte.
Wyandotte or something. Is that how you say it?
I don't know. Something like that. Chicken.
I haven't learned all the breeds. I know a Rhode Island Red, and that's about it. The rest of them, I have to pictures up.
Pay $100 for a dozen eggs if it meant we had no more immigrants.
See, Mama was saying that they're saying egg prices are going up because of this bird flu.
Yeah.
So,
See, where the bird flu is, what did they say about that?
Somebody made them kill a bunch of chickens because they were worried about the bird flu, and
they didn't need to be killed.
I don't know.
Right. Government interference.
I just know the price of eggs doesn't bother me at all.
Oh wow, we got eight on the Rebel Room now.
What? Look at that.
Eight in the Rumble Room and 8 on YouTube. Look at there go.
So the chickens slow down their laying during the wintertime, and I think it's more to do with daylight hours than it is temperature. And mine just started picking production back up.
Because we started talking about getting more chickens.
Just a few days ago.
Oh man, last year, let's see, 2023, the end of 2023, our first batch of chickens started laying. And all the way up until August of 2024, we were getting eggs just like crazy. We were getting 8, 9 eggs a day out of 9 chickens.
Right.
And then come the end of July, they just quit. They just quit laying. We were lucky to get 1 or 2 a day.
Same here.
And it's because of the heat. And I figured, well, you know, the heat goes away, maybe they'll start laying. Well, now, then they went into molting during October, November. So now they're starting to pick back up to where now
Ours
we're back
too.
up.
Just started picking back up.
Yeah.
We're getting like between 4 and 7 now a day. So
yeah, we're doing the same out of 10 hens. We got, was it yesterday? We got 8.
Yeah.
I think we got 8 yesterday.
7 today, I think.
Which is really good for that amount. Now, during the winter, the summer, the warmer months, we get so many eggs. We're giving eggs away.
Can't give them
Exactly.
away enough.
But we're thinking, we almost had to buy eggs this winter because they got
Sell 'em.
down to 1 or 2 a day, and I eat eggs for breakfast every day. That's why I have the chicken.
I always cook him 2 and the other one 3.
Yeah.
I had to cut one of them back down to 2.
When we were still throwing darts, we were giving a lot of them away to some of our dart people. They would bring us in the cartons, and we wouldn't charge them anything. They'd bring in the cartons, we'd give them eggs. Well, then people at Barb's work found out that we had eggs. They said, "Well, I'll buy them from you." Well, that giving them away went gone. It went bye bye.
Yeah, that's right.
She's got the 18-pack cartons. She sells them at work to those guys $5 a carton. They buy every one that we can get.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
We keep our fridge stocked, and then the ones that she sells, they never even see the refrigerator, and they don't get washed. They just get pulled, stuck in a carton, and they sit there till they're full, and then they go to work.
That's right.
I don't wash mine.
We don't wash ours. We put them in the carton.
Set them on
Right.
the counter.
On the counter. We're leaning towards trying to figure out ways to preserve the eggs for this coming winter. At least some. There's ways you can preserve them.
What I was doing was making pickled eggs out of them.
No, I don't like pickled eggs.
She don't like. I like them.
Okay. Well,
I
now
know.
they've got
You
some
can-
sweet ones that's not
you
pickled.
can preserve the eggs with pickling salt.
Pickling salt. Yeah.
Put them in a
They've
jar.
got a
Unwashed.
water. Go ahead.
Right.
Unwashed, clean eggs.
Yeah.
The ones that are all
I've
dirty,
seen
you
that.
can't do.
I've seen that where they put them in the mason jars with the water, and I haven't done it, but I've seen it done, and they say they're supposed to last up to like 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they last a good
Or
while.
a year, yeah.
But
Just think about trying it when
Yeah.
I'm getting so many eggs.
because we
There you
came close to running out through the winter, I'm thinking, well, maybe we don't need to give them all away this year and try to figure out how to preserve some of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
A whole bunch to my nephew, and then when I got home, they quit laying.
There you go. I know we don't eat a whole lot of eggs. We have one of those little racks in the refrigerator. It holds like 14 eggs. As long as that stays full, I'm good. So we just take the money and we stick it in a jar, and it just sits there. And if we need to fix something on the chicken coop, or we need to buy something special for them, we got money there that they made us to spend.
There you go. Well, I built me a cold smoker last year, and I've been cold smoking pork bellies and making our own bacon. So
Ooh,
every morning I have my fresh eggs from my chickens and my bacon that I cold smoked and cured myself. So
there you go.
I thoroughly enjoy my breakfast.
There you go. That's good. I haven't went that far with it yet, but I have got my pit boss, and I love that thing. So I do make a lot of jerky with that.
That's something I've never made. I've never made jerky. That's a process.
With that pellet smoker, it is so simple. You marinate your stuff for 24 hours in the refrigerator. You just take it on that pellet smoker, you put it on there on the temperature that it tells you to, and just leave it alone. And you go out there and check it ever so often. And when it gets close to the time that they suggest it being done, you just go out there and check it. And if it bends the way it's supposed to, it's done.
Mm.
Just get you some bottom round or eye of the round or top round and have it sliced real thin.
We have a slicer.
We do.
Now you guys get ready to go. You let me know. I just popped on here for a little while because I got tired of typing.
I'm glad you popped on. Yep, I sure am. We can talk about all sorts of stuff. But yeah, we are going to go. So how long have we been going now? Almost 2 hours. Tell you what, we got about 6 more minutes to be 2 hours. We'll go to that. How about that?
I've noticed when Georgie and I are on, when we hit that 2 hour mark, people start leaving. They start getting bored, and they start, traveling off to other places. And the 2 hour mark, I think is unless you've got a good subject going on and
Right.
your numbers are staying there, you can stay on longer. But most of the time, when you get to about 2 hours on our streams, they start dwindling off.
Yeah. How many people do y'all have average on your stream? Because you've got a pretty sizable following.
Well, I wish that more of my original followers did watch what our streams, but they don't. Unfortunately, the
Night, Miss.
majority of people that are on our streams are subscribed to both her and I.
Yeah.
And our chat is kind of divided. We average probably 100 to, depending on the topic, between 100 to 150. Most of the time, we carry that for a while. And then once we start getting close to that dead air or somebody else comes on they start dwindling out. But today, we were up around 70 or 80
Yeah.
most of the day. And then close to that 2 hour mark, you start seeing the numbers coming down.
You have that many
But,
people watching though. Those watch hours add up quick like that, doesn't it?
well, they do and they don't. Because we pair together, her watch hours are her watch hours. That's based off her people. My people are based off of my people. So if
Yeah.
I have 30 people watching and she has 70 people watching, her watch hours are going to be a lot higher than mine.
Right.
So, but I don't mind. I love having her on. And so the audience, yeah, I could be a dick and say, no more. You just come on as a guest and I'll just take all. No, I'm not going to do that to her. But,
Right.
she's my co-host. She's my little friend. We have fun.
So when I sent you the link earlier and you clicked on that, it gives you the option there, doesn't it? Whether you want it to stream on your channel or not.
That link, no,
No?
you were already live.
Yeah.
You were already live, and there's two links. The one right below your screen, that's just a regular link to bring somebody in. If you
Okay.
before you go live, you can click that same little button, and it'll give that person the option to go to pair. But if you're already live, it's just a regular guest link.
I see.
But that's how that works.
Well, see,
You,
I
I
learned something else tonight.
I don't know. Okay, up in the top right hand corner where it says shut your stuff down, but you got your little channels there,
Yeah.
your icons. Click on your icons and it'll pull up a little white window. And at the very top of that white window, you'll have two tabs. One of them will say pair link.
Yep. Paired channel. We got your channels and paired channels.
All right, click on the paired channel link tab up there, and it
All
should give you a link. But I don't know if you can use it or not since you're not paying for it.
I don't. Let me see if I can copy it. Yeah, it let me copy it. So if I sent you that, well, then it would pair your channel in.
As long as you were not live yet. If
Okay.
you're
So
live, it doesn't work. I
so
have
if I
to pair
sent you
my
that link right now that I just copied, it wouldn't do
no,
it that way.
no,
Okay.
nope. It would only give me the option to come in as a guest. But if you're not live and you send it to me before you go live, then I can pair my channel, and then you go live, and I'm live with you.
See, now I know.
That's why old sleepyhead Georgie, I always get up at about 9 or earlier, and I'll set up my stream about an hour and a half, 2 hours early.
Yeah.
And then she'll roll in about 20 minutes, 15, 10 minutes early, and she'll rush to get paired. But we have hiccups every once in a while, but it's no big deal.
Yeah.
We end up doing it. Sometimes, like say for instance, you go to start a stream and you change something, like you change the description, like say you add a date to it, or you change a graphic or something, and then you schedule it. once you schedule it, if you bring me in with that same link as the day before after you've changed it, that link won't work. It won't let me pair to you. You can't change anything. If you're going to change it, go straight to YouTube and put your date in on YouTube and put your date and everything on Rumble.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to keep setting up a new stream every time you come on.
Interesting. So, kind of change the subject a little bit here because I want to ask the question so I don't have to wonder about it for the next week. You guys invited me in that first time. It was on a Friday, and we had about 6 people in there. And
Georgie said you can. Georgie said you can pair people without paying.
Yeah.
So
I knew Georgie would know the answer. So I think Georgie had mentioned about maybe starting to make that a Friday evening thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys. Now you said you guys were leaving tomorrow.
Well, we got her brother and his wife are going on this cruise with us, and they're coming to our house tomorrow to spend the night. They'll get here sometime tomorrow evening. But yeah, if y'all are going to do that, I'll just tell them what we're doing, and we'll do it anyhow. But I think Georgie has a good idea there. I think that would be pretty cool. Just make that a Friday evening thing.
Well, a lot of the people that her and I watch, they do that at least once a week, and it's fun having a panel of people on. The same link that we used last time, I'll probably just use that, and I'll send it to you. Or you still got it, don't you?
I don't know. You might want to send it to me again.
Well, Mike sent it to you last time, but I got you.
He sent it to me in an email. Yeah.
Right. I'll send it to you on the Facebook page, and her and I will probably talk about it tomorrow. Matter of fact, you got her running down squirrel holes right now. She's squirreling out playing with that chat GPT, that thing you were talking about.
She's carrying on a conversation with the chat GPT.
Probably. Skipper, what's happening, buddy? He just popped in chat.
Hey, Skip.
Yeah, we'll get us a little band of crazy people going for tomorrow night if you guys want to. You being where you're at, you're probably on the same time zone that Georgie's on. So
yeah, I'm central.
Yeah, you'll be an hour behind me, and then of course, old Skipper there, he'll be 3 hours behind me. So
yeah, he's like in a whole different country.
Yeah, I'll get with him tomorrow and see what's a good time for him, and since he's so far out from me, and then we'll. She wrote a song with it.
I hope it wasn't about Elvis impersonators.
I'll get with the 2 of those.
Okay.
Probably later tonight or tomorrow. We'll get some stuff hammered out. And if you want to come on, you'll have the link. If you don't, that's fine too.
All right.
It's whatever you would like to do.
I really enjoyed that. That was fun.
All right. Well, I'm going to get my big old butt off of here. And,
yeah, I'm going to shut it down too. Again, I'm going to say thank you to everybody that came in. Y'all know what we're struggling with over here, trying to get subscribers and view time and all that. I thank y'all. I see during the day, I'm watching y'all, and y'all are promoting our channels during the day, even though we're not necessarily participating. And y'all just don't know how much I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much.
Well, welcome aboard, brother.
All right, man. I'm going to say good night. Thanks for coming in with me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Adios.